Nice. Okay.
And I promise you, I'm gonna shut up now and let everybody else speak.
So, Carl, I mean, you're studying folklore and mythology. I mean, I don't know if that is a very lucrative or sort of profession or background. So, what gives you kind of the kahunas to go out there and say, I'm going to really follow my passion and do what it is that I want to do? And if somebody else came to you and was like, hey, I'm interested in doing this as well, what advice would you give them?
Well, I would tell them it's a lot of work for not that much appreciation.
Mm.
Because you, like, for me, I travel well, I used to travel before the pandemic happened
Mm-hmm.
around the Philippines to get insights on mythical creatures. So it's rough. To anyone that wants to do what I've been doing, you just gotta be patient and stay the course, because I do it because I love it. Like, I I just find it so fascinating and interesting that I might as well do it, because, like, if, and they always say in linguistics, if not now, when? If not you, who? Right?
Okay.
Okay.
And I got one more follow up for you, then I'll
Mm-hmm.
let Chuck jump in there. Okay. In mythology, let's say Greek mythology, Zeus is king of the gods, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or if we talk about Egyptian mythology, we've got Osiris and Isis. In the mythology, specifically with Trese, or we could go with Filipino mythology, who's just the biggest badass amongst all the creatures and the gods or anything like that?
Because the thing with mythology in the Philippines, and I don't like to use the word Filipino mythology, because there are 175 ethno-linguistic groups in the country, each
Oh
with their
wow.
own gods and goddesses and their pantheons.
Wow.
Usually in pop culture, the head honcho god is called Bathala, but the problem is that he's from the Tagalog pantheon.
Okay.
So uh you'd have equivalents of, like, Gaygayoma in Tingwian myth and other stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Do we have anybody in the chat that has a question for Carl?
This is so exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Carl, we would have you on here all day if we could.
Uh,
Anybody out there? This is a good opportunity.
Yep.
Angie's. Okay. All right. Well, until then, Chuck, do you have a question?
No, I don't want to burn up too much of Carl's time, and we
Okay.
had to get to the rating of this show because we got to dive deep. Carl's gonna listen to us mispronounce all kinds of names today, probably.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna even try.
Hey, forgive
I'm
forgive me now for that because that's
yeah.
Forgive us
absolutely
all,
happening.
Carl.
I will give my best though. We will certainly give our best try.
Oh, which creatures in Trese was your favorite? Wilding Child asked the question.
oh, the Tikbalang, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Maliksi,
Mm-hmm.
the uh, romantic interest of Trese.
Okay.
It's
Oh.
interesting because, like, in the myths, there are three golden hairs on the top of the Tikbalang's mane. So if you wrestle it and get those three uh, golden hairs, you can make it your slave, and
Oh,
it will have to obey your uh, requests.
wow. That's probably almost impossible to get those three golden hairs. Is there a story where somebody actually got the three golden hairs from one?
Yeah,
Okay.
there are a few.
Okay. Okay. I don't.
Oh. Go ahead. Go ahead, Chuck.
I don't have any more questions. I mean, I'm just impressed. I'm in awe right now
Yep.
because I was like, I got to
Absolutely.
read more about these creatures after I watched the show.
Yeah, man. And like, I don't know, like in school, I never really learned about that from a Filipino perspective. It was always
Mhm.
like Greek and Roman, a sprinkle of some Egyptian things like that, but it's a whole big old world out there. And I appreciate you coming here to help expose us to all the great things that's coming from the mythology and the culture and the folklore and all those things.